The athletes are heading to the starting line, and with the introductions, first off, target number 1 from Poland. It's Justyna Mospinek and Jacek Proc. They defeated Italy 147-146 earlier to advance to this bronze medal matchup, but lost to Korea. And in target number 2, representing Great Britain, FIFA World Ranking of number 5, they qualified in the number 7 spot. Amy Oliver and Larry Godfrey, and Allison, it's a team you know very much about as their teammates in your home country. And what can you tell me about them and how excited they are to be here in this bronze medal matchup?
They're really up for it. It's Amy's birthday today as well, so she's got a double treat. Hopefully she'll get a birthday present is on her way. They've been practicing really well throughout the competition. We had a good practice session yesterday in the morning, and they were practicing the format that is required for the mixed team. Each archer has roughly 20 seconds to shoot their arrows, and they alternate, as we'll see now. I'm not sure which team is going first. I think it's the Polish team. I'm not sure.
I believe it might be.
Oh, it's Great Britain. So
the birthday girl.
Yeah, Amy's.
Amy Oliver first up to shoot for Great Britain here in this bronze medal matchup in the recurve mixed team event.
It's a good shot. Brilliant. Great start, an X.
Nella meraviglia di questo sport con un 10 pieno. Questa è la gara della squadra mista, uomo-donna in competizione.
Great start there for Great Britain.
Ma resta la cifra iridata e vedremo come si comportano per il terzo posto, quindi per la medaglia di bronzo.
Great start for Great Britain. 10-10. And now with the first shot will be the team from Poland.
This is going to be a good match, I think. Justyna shot really.
Jacek with an X.
And Poland duplicates exactly what Great Britain did with their first 2 shots. Tell me about this scoring exactly. I might have missed a little bit of it. It's obviously 2 shots each per end, per archer.
Yes.
And how many ends are we talking about here in this mixed team event?
Oh, sorry. That's it. Amy just dropped that one. There's 4 ends. So the maximum you can get per end is a 40. So it's the total score will be out of a 160. So any score above 145 is a good score. And once you get into the 150s, each archer is having to shoot really well. Good standard.
And so far,
yeah, they're both posting really good scores.
Very good shooting so far. But as we say that, we see a pair of 8s and a 7.
Ma non è ancora specialità che ha dignità alle Olimpiadi.
There's an 8. So GBR with a 1-point lead. 4 arrows complete and a dozen to go.
So we are complete with the first end. Great Britain scoring 36 of a possible 40 points. And now they're discussing strategy, maybe thinking about what has happened and what is about to happen. What goes on between sessions, between ends, as far as the coaching staff is concerned?
So if we're lucky today, there isn't much of a breeze or a wind, but that would definitely be discussed normally. The coach would point out, because they're probably more aware of the flags, the indicators around the venue. When you're actually shooting, you're kind of focused on what you're doing and the target, so you don't always pick up on the little sort of indicators around. But also, the sun is moving, you know, in the sky. You get the light changes as well, and that can affect the left and right placing of the arrows, because it's sometimes difficult to line up your string. We don't have a back sight on the bow, so basically you're lining the string up with the sights at the front of the bow, and the sun can make a difference to that.
Absolutely, sun's a factor. You know, when there's rain can be a factor. Wind can be a factor. We're not seeing much of the rain or the sun in this morning session, which is fantastic. But nonetheless, if these sort of conditions creep up, you know, they continue to play here.
Definitely.
Team of Poland with another 7. Down the right-hand side, there's no circle reason for
qualcosa meno rispetto all'individuale. Qui chiedo proprio al terzo, ricordando tra l'altro il primo grado Campo Pietrosucchi, il nostro tecnico di origini coreane, insieme alla collaboratrice coreana, la supervisione del tiro.
Poland have opened the door a little bit here for Great Britain to extend their lead.
Now, from the point of view for Great Britain, when you see your opponent, you know, for all intents purposes, struggle with their first 2 arrows, is it something that you really feel before you move up to the starting line that, hey, you know what, we can take advantage of the situation here?
I think, yeah, you're only human. I mean, obviously, when you're shooting on the line itself, you're going to be focusing on executing a good shot.
Yeah.
But you are aware of, you know, you're in a competition and a match, and you know the scores. And if your opponent has a not so great first end or second end, you know that there's an opportunity there to.
Absolutely,
to
Great Britain holding on to a 4-point lead after the 2 arrows of this end.
Justyna with another 7 out on the right-hand side. She's the last 3 arrows out there.
You cannot hear yourself?
Well, I can hear myself, but it's no echo, just heavy crackles, but yeah.
Jacek with an 8 out the right-hand side.
That wasn't a very good end there for the Polish team. They both were drifting over to the right-hand side. There's no noticeable wind coming through the arena, but you never know.
And 8 out the right.
8 points with that last arrow, and it's a 31 out of a possible 40, and it's a little disappointing here for the team from Poland. One more shot remaining for Great Britain.
5 seconds left on the clock, and there she's another 10.
Good shooting so far from.
Great shot for Larry Godfrey there.
Unofficial 7-point lead right now for GBR. Good deal of which is on the strength of a number of brilliant shots by Larry.
7-point lead for Great Britain here. In control of this bronze medal matchup of the Recurve mixed team event. Still 8 arrows to go to reward the bronze medal. 76-66. As we take a look at the replays of that previous end, Allison, and it's an end that saw Great Britain take advantage of some mistakes, and right now the lead will show you exactly that. They're in full control of this bronze medal matchup.
Yeah, it's looking good for Great Britain at the halfway stage. I think it's Mospinek didn't look like she was shooting anything majorly wrong in her technique or anything. Her arrows were just, both arrows drifted to the right at that last end. So we'll see now when she comes up to the line. I think that might be tricky for her to, confidence-wise, to know where to aim or what was going wrong. I don't think she knew.
It's something like she has to put the past in the past, move on, because they're only at the midway point of this competition, and it's a great way to start with that 10 here, and as we start the third end of this bronze medal matchup of the Recurve mixed team event.
9 or 8 rather, it's 8 just
nel cuore il 150esimo per l'unità d'Italia, tant'è che sulle maglie dei nostri azzurri la FITAC con la federazione del presidente Mario Scarcella, padrone di casa, ospite.
Still experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty, but doesn't seem to be affecting the team from Great Britain right now. As we see a 10 on the board, Larry Godfrey will try to duplicate what his teammate has done with her first shot.
9.
Really good shot, Larry. It looked good.
8-point advantage for GBR with 6 arrows remaining.
Bravo.
9.
I think Justyna's managed to correct whatever was happening the end before, and she's back in the gold.
9 points.
Poland will finish up that end with 36 of a possible 40 points.
Sempre molto bravo Filippo Clini a portarci nei segreti di questo sport che lui oggi è tecnico azzurro ma che ha praticato in prima persona.
Amy Oliver delivers a 9.
Risultati no, beh, qualcosa di importante di bello ha fatto, quindi altro che
See, Larry's left-handed archer, so
You don't see too many lefties out there, do you?
no, I think it's probably the same as within the sort of general population, probably. Makeup. Ah, great
10
shooting.
points scored by Larry Godfrey there, and
GBR leading by
Great Britain holding a very comfortable 9-point lead. And you know, you don't want to say that this is all but over, but this sort of lead with only 4 arrows remaining in this bronze medal matchup is almost impossible, as some people would say, about coming back from this deficit.
It's a difficult task because they've got an arrow in the bag, as we say. Yeah, it would take a bit of a catastrophe now to.
We're completed 3 ends here. This is our opening matchup here at the World Archery Championships. Bronze medal match in the Recurve team event. Still plenty of action in this morning session. We'll have the gold medal matchup coming up a little bit later on, right after this matchup. And of course, we'll also have the men's team, the women's team event, and in the afternoon session, the individual, both from the men and women, in the Recurve discipline here at the 2011 World Archery Championships in Turin, Italy. As we take a look at some of the highlights of the previous end, 4 arrows remain on both sides as this matchup, Poland versus Great Britain. And it will conclude this matchup once these arrows have been delivered, and we're about to start with Poland on the starting line.
La freccia bruciata è dall'1, che è brutto per un arciere, e dall'1 in giù, e lì è, come si dice nel gergo, addirittura, ma non succede. Pratica a questi livelli, crediamo che non
Now, from the perspective of Poland, knowing that you know, you're down by a significant amount of points in the final end, what's the game plan here? It's not that, you know, it's almost a situation where it's, is it hard to get up for this
I think there's always a chance. It's not over till it's over. I think you can always, because unexpected things can happen. And you mustn't, you know, never give up. You can't it's difficult, especially when your opponents are in such good form.
As we see Great Britain increase that lead.
But you know, you still have to wait for the last arrow, so you know, time is a factor.
No, absolutely it is. And back-to-back 10 for Great Britain.
Final shots of the bronze medal match.
Static in the ears. I know she is too. She's coming in very static to me. How is it in the truck? Is it clear or is it? That's terrible. Yeah, I can't. Yesterday was like crystal clear. Today it's the exact opposite. So it's wants to turn, and also it sounds well. It sounds like
Consegna che si è dato il movimento internazionale proprio del tiro con l'arco è quello di cercare sempre più
9 points, just out of the 10.
altrimenti in passato arriva
Poland with 139.
l'organizzazione delle gare. Diciamo
GBR can clinch with the next shot.
Great Britain can clinch here with this final shot for Amy Oliver.
È stato fatto proprio in funzione di alzare il tenore dello spettacolo, di regalare, per solito nelle piazze più belle del mondo,
Falls into the 7 range.
che ha comunque atmosfere da vivere più nell'intimo che sul grande spettacolo. Poi gli intenditori invece apprezzano, insomma, si emozionano.
Larry Godfrey will conclude the bronze medal performance, and a great performance by Great Britain, a dominating effort over Poland. They clinch the bronze medal here in the recurve mixed team event. And a fantastic showing for those two, and a very happy birthday to Amy Oliver, as she is now a bronze medalist here at the World Championships.
GBR coming out on top.
Hey, you know what? They're even saluting her with a song right now. .139 out of a possible 160 are the totals for Poland as their arrows are complete. And Great Britain 147 out of a possible 160 points. Congratulations going out to the team of Amy Oliver and Larry Godfrey, bronze medalist here at the World Archery Championships. Next up, the gold medal matchup. It'll feature a team from Korea versus Mexico. That's on deck here in Torino, Italy.
GBR, ladies and gentlemen, GBR the winners of the bronze medal here today. Our next match coming up shortly.
Apparently the truck is
It's just us
having a hard time listening to each other, and it sounds crappy here.
Prima mondiali, 49
I thought it was more the audio quality, but yeah, it's exactly what you have to go through. It really is too bad. It makes so much sense to be able to do it. I can hear each other.
prima settimana Archery, seconda settimana mondiali prepararsi nella pratica degli acciari disabili che saranno altre speranze di poter raccontare il nuovo finestra sul record settimana prossima. Ritornando sul Cashon, dopo Piazza Cadodello, aumenterà di nuovo l'emozione come la paratina scaccia, quindi che accolta con il quale
Now, Allison, this is
anche del torneo Archery.
an interesting match.